buying a home in America feels out of reach for many young adults.
Affordable housing is a myth. Housing has never been cheap. Now, there have been times where, especially in hindsight, if you look back at 08, 09, 2010, homes were cheap compared to what they are today.
Millennials and Gen Z face record prices, rising rents, and shrinking options. Paychecks have not kept up. Student loans still weigh on budgets and savings. The result is delayed families, longer commutes, and stalled wealth building. This episode explains why. We break down steep price gains, thin supply, and higher borrowing costs. We look at how policy and local rules shape the market, and we ask what could change, from zoning to incomes, to make ownership attainable again. We begin with prices, because everything else flows from there. Home values surged far faster than incomes. The FHFA House Price Index shows U.S. prices rose about 60% between 2014 and 2024. Since early 2020 alone, the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller National Index climbed roughly 45% through mid-2024. The National Association of Realtors reported record seasonal highs in 2024, with the median existing home price topping $420,000 in June. Why did this happen? Supply lagged demand for years. Up for Growth estimates the nation is short by roughly 3.8 million homes. Zoning limits, slow approvals, and neighborhood opposition kept new housing scarce. Construction costs also spiked. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, inputs to residential construction rose more than 30% from 2020 to 2023, even after lumber prices retreated. The surge hit metros hardest. Case-Shiller data shows pandemic-era gains above 50% in parts of the Sunbelt, Miami, Tampa, Phoenix, and Austin among them. Some markets cooled in 2023, but most of those gains held. Entry-level listings remain rare, and competition concentrates on smaller homes and exurbs. Incomes did not keep up. The U.S. Census Bureau reports real median household income fell in 2022 and 2023 and remains below 2019 levels. The Atlanta Fed's Affordability Monitor shows the typical mortgage payment now consumes around 40% of median income, near multi-decade highs. That gap, prices up sharply, incomes flat, defines affordability today. And it sets the stage for the next pressure point. When interest rates rose, the monthly math grew even tougher, which is where we go next. And it sets the stage for the next pressure point. When interest rates rose, the monthly math grew even tougher, which is where we go next. The price surge met a second shock: borrowing costs. According to Freddie Mac's primary mortgage market survey, the 30-year fixed averaged near 3% in 2020 to 2021, hitting a 2.65% low in January 2021. By late 2023, it topped 7.7%. Through 2024 and into 2025, it hovered around 6.7% to 7%. That shift changes everything. A $400,000 mortgage costs about $1,686 a month at 3%, and roughly $2,661 at 7%. Same house, same loan size, nearly $1,000 more each month, before taxes and insurance. The Atlanta Fed's Home Ownership Affordability Monitor shows conditions near record lows since 2022, reflecting this squeeze. Higher rates also froze supply. Redfin estimates most mortgaged owners hold rates below 5% and a majority below 4%. Selling means giving up a cheap loan for a costly one. So many stay put. Listings rise slowly, but inventory remains thin. Realtor.com data shows active listings improved from pandemic lows, yet still sit well below 2017 to 2019 levels. Months' supply remains short of a balanced market. Builders face the same math. Construction loans cost more, which pressures project pipelines and pricing. Even when new homes reach the market, financing keeps monthly payments high. The result is a feedback loop. High rates deter buyers and keep owners from selling. Limited turnover restricts choice and keeps prices sticky. For first-timers, affordability suffers from both sides at once. That squeeze lands hardest on millennials and Gen Z. They entered the market as prices surged and rates jumped. Since 2019, the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Index is up about 45%. Real wages barely moved in that time. According to BLS data, student debt adds weight, roughly $1.6 trillion outstanding, the Federal Reserve estimates. The typical borrower owes around $25,000 to $30,000 and pays hundreds each month. Saving is tough while rents rose fast. Shelter inflation topped 8% in 2023 and cooled only slowly. The entry point keeps drifting away. NAR says first-time buyers were 32% of purchases in 2023, and the median age reached 35. A 20% down payment on June 2024's record median existing price, $419,300, means about $84,000 in cash. Many young workers do not have that, even after years of saving. Stories like Nick Sumner's capture the strain. Careful budgets, side jobs, still outbid or priced out. After years of gridlock, many doubt that small tax credits or narrow pilot programs can fix a shortage this deep. So what could actually move the needle? Evidence points to supply-first policies paired with targeted relief. Zoning reform is one lever. Minneapolis ended exclusive single-family zoning in 2019 and added homes faster while rent growth cooled versus the region, according to Pew. California legalized accessory dwelling units statewide. Permits jumped from about 1,200 in 2016 to roughly 24,000 in 2022, per California HCD. Faster, simpler approvals also matter. Streamlined permitting reduces carrying costs and makes smaller projects pencil out. Financing tools can bridge gaps. The White House in 2024 proposed expanding the low-income housing tax credit and a first-time buyer credit. Builders also cite public infrastructure funds that unlock sites near transit. Debt relief helps household balance sheets. The U.S. Department of Education reports more than $160 billion in student loans forgiven through 2024, with save-cutting payments for many borrowers. Finally, knowledge and income. HUD-certified counseling improves readiness and lowers delinquency risk, notes Urban Institute research. Local wage floors and earned income tax credit expansions lift take-home pay, supporting sustainable affordability.